So with all of us snapping pictures on our phones like all the time, we've all become amateur photographers. Would you agree? But how can we turn our snaps from basic to something a little bit more special? Here to give us some tips and tricks we can all use to improve our phone skills is travel journalist Oneika Raymond. Good morning to you. So nice to see you.
Good morning. It has been a while, Amory, and I have Lindsey, excuse me. And I have some great tips for you.
Yeah, so let's get right to it. Your first tip, it's called long exposure. How do we do that?
Yes. So basically, here's the thing. You want to take your photos from basic to bananas. What you do, it's so simple. This is an iPhone trick. You put your phone on live mode. Then you go and you pose in front of a moving object, whether it's traffic. Make sure you don't get run over. And you have whoever's taking your picture snap away. Once they've gone ahead and snapped away, they swipe up, they swipe over to long exposure, and there you go. You have this amazing photo with this really blurry background, and it just looks so much better than just posing in front of a regular, moving object. So we have all these amazing capabilities with our phones, Lindsey. I mean, why not try it out? It's so fun.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so next we've all stood in front of like a beautiful skyline, sunset, that type of thing. In the photo, you try to take a picture of it, it just doesn't do anything for me. It's less than impressive. You've got a fix for this. What is it?
I really do. As we start to travel again, and even as we get to know our own cities, you're taking pictures of skylines and backdrops. And with this particular tip, all you have to do in order to make the backdrop appear larger is to zoom in and step back. And what happens when you do that is you create this interesting phenomenon called lens compression, and it makes the backdrop larger, more impressive, and, Insta-worthy. Come on, we all want to make our friends jealous on Instagram, do we not? Or on social media.
Isn't that the
and
point of
that's
it?
how you achieve, and that's how you achieve a photo that is more evocative, will you say. And it's so easy to do. It is so easy to do.
Yeah, we're showing our viewers right now what exactly you're talking about. That's awesome.
Exactly. So that's the New York skyline right in front of where I live. And as you can see from the before to the after, it's just so much more impressive and grand and majestic. And that's the point of photography. We want to show off our best selves, and we want to show places off in the best light.
And speaking of best selves, I am obsessed with portrait mode. I love it. It was a game changer for me. It creates such like a great look, and it makes the subject really pop in the foreground. But what if you forget to turn on portrait mode? What advice do you have?
Yes. So the wonderful thing about iPhone, so I'm a recent iPhone convert myself, and I am loving it after using Android for so many years, is that when you take a portrait mode picture, you can adjust the background blur. Now, the thing is that we're on the go, we're taking photos. Sometimes we don't remember to adjust the background blur. And with the iPhone, you can do that. So basically, you take your picture in portrait mode. Afterward, all you have to do is tap edit in the top right corner. Then when you come to the screen, you're gonna have an F in the scroll bar. You can move that bar and adjust the black background blur. And remember that the lower the F number, the blurrier the background is going to be. So you don't need a fancy DSLR camera or a lens that costs thousands of dollars. If you have an iPhone, if you have portrait mode, you will have this capability to change the background blur.
That's awesome.
And it just makes the person in the foreground or the subject in the foreground pop.
It just looks professional, Oneika. It really does.
It really does. And I love that technology allows us to do this with our phones these days.
It really is incredible. Hey, great to see you. Unfortunately, we're out of time. I know you've got all of this stuff. Follow Oneika on social media because you've got some great tips to help all of us be a little bit more professional. All right, stay with us, Oneika. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.